Well, hello. Welcome to Pepper's Echo. My name's Andre, and you're watching the live echo. Thanks to everybody for tuning in. Buzzy, thank you very much for all your footwork and everything around there. Cameron, how's it going? Are you keeping Hendo? Who else there? Coral. Yeah, for a change. For a change. I like that for a change, huh? Yeah. And Alfrewant, hello, my friend. How are you keeping? So good to see you. And Dylan Kumbrink, how's it? Andre. Nobody calls me only if I'm married to your aunt, bro. Then I'm an but otherwise, no. How's it going, guys? How's it going? I am so unprepared. It's just not funny. Got back from the vet with the pups, and we've been invited to the neighbors just across the road for supper. So everyone's there. I just like ran across there and started like shoving food into my face and like suddenly like, guys, I've got to run. I'll be back later. So I'm going to make this a short one if you come. Why, Debbie, how's it going? How's it going? The vet was great. They had to have blood taken. Nothing wrong with them. They just need proper tests and everything done. And so there's a test that needs to be done that needs to be sent up. Is jou vrou nie tannie nie? Thanks, Dylan. I'll be sure to tell her that. Tante. But no, nothing wrong with them, but they just had to have these tests done. And then I thought, oh, geez, you know what? If it was me, I'd be absolutely frantic. So they had their nails clipped as well. Of course, Ozzy, I actually thought I was standing outside and I was busy doing paperwork with the one lady, and he started screaming and shouting, and I went, they're probably taking blood now. When I got in, they were busy clipping his nails. Blood wasn't a problem to him. Nails, that was a problem to him. So no, they're all cool. No worries at all there, and it went quite well. Had a lot of papers and forms to fill in. As I said, news in the future will be coming up soon, but for now, they're looking good. Their tests need to get sent away and everything. Make sure they're healthy. I like to keep my pets healthy and good. But otherwise, yeah, no, I just felt really sorry because they take the little front of the paw over there and they shave it over there and they put a needle in there, and the same with the other side. So they set like both their little paws there to get vials of blood taken out, which I, of course, would have probably put on more of a show than what the dogs did, and they didn't put one up at all. So. Yeah, how was your meeting, Alfrewant? I believe you met the Viking from Mandela Bay, as well as you, Cameron. You also got to meet Mandela Bay's very own Viking. How's he keeping? How's he going? Absolutely fantastic, man. That I really, really enjoy him. It was a cool meeting, everyone. Yeah, that's great. Hope no indigestion. Hoping no indigestion for shoveling food down here. Yeah. No, I'm still a burp now. And then, of course, I've had this eye is the first time it's opened up this morning. I've had from lumps under the arm to one on the side of my nose over here, where there's still some scars on that left, to across there was all swollen. It's now much, much better. This morning I could open it. It's got a broken place there. I said to my wife, I said, you're not taking us back to the doctor. You shove a needle into that. So, yeah. One of those horror movie stories where they shove needles into your eyes. But yeah, Cameron, hello. Julle DA mense face turquoise covering eyes. Yeah, I wonder what's happened. I watched the speech this morning. Was it this morning I was looking at? Was it yesterday? Old DA leader dude's speech, and the DA leader dude who wants to take over the DA dude leader's spot. Watch them. But I don't know what happened. Hello, Fiona. Tony Heidi. What's it, Heidi? Daydreamer. How are you keeping? Always good to see you guys. As I said, I am... what's the name? Oh, that's fantastic. You met Debbie there as well. It was brilliant. Even met Debbie there too. That's wonderful. I'm so pleased. I saw a few photos, excuse me, of the meet and greet, and it's great. And he's really a magic person to meet. So well worth it to actually get out there and meet. I nearly said Gerhardus, Ronaldo. But yeah, so I don't know. The we saw little guys have been to the vet, everything like that, and yeah. Alfront, I believe you had a pair of twerkers over there, pants to twerk in, that you got to do a little bit of a. I think Alfront's doing the stripper chats on Ronaldo from now on, or something like that, huh? uh, what's it? It's in the Cameron. Glad you found your way home. Great, you're still chatting there. Yeah, so I haven't prepped anything really for today or anything like that. Just taking the doggies to the vet, and the weekend's been a bit short. And as I said, from now, I've just been through normal exams, mock exams, starting with speaking and listening exams. Then a week's break for the kids, but we still go to school to get all the marking and that done, and then we carry on with speaking and listening exams, into checkpoint exams, into Cambridge AS, IGCSE AS, and A level exams, and then into final exams, and then by then I have about the personality of a pancake by the time I finish that. So as you see me getting grumpier and older and grayer, and I add a few more wrinkles to the face, you know why. Mind you, if I see what Allison's amount of work looked like, it was like hectic. My immune system needs a boost. Immunoglobulin injection. I know. I had that. There's a friend of mine. His wife used to do these things that they used to put almost like a drip up, and then they put the drip into you, and it gave you all kinds of boost. Made you feel really, really good. Right now, the only thing I've got to my disposal to make me feel good is a grandpa. So yeah, that works for me. Wisdom. Flippin should be a bloody genius. I'm going for the Nobel Prize this year if you're talking about grey wisdom. Thanks. Thanks, Dylan. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. But yeah, so I just take a look at old Ozzy and Jesse going into the vet today to do blood. And I don't think it's the nicest thing to do, but you know what? It's for a good cause coming up. And I thought to myself, what's Debbie saying? You need to send you a care package here. One with J&B, 6 beers, Amarula cream, and a box of Grandpa. What pepper? Vitamin B co-injection. Yeah, we used to in the army, whenever we actually took sick leave off, and you weren't really that sick, they used to give you a Voltaren vitamin B cocktail that burnt the living daylights out of your ass. You knew you had to suffer to not suffer to be able to go to the doctor, because then they would just zap a vitamin B Voltaren cocktail, and I'm telling you, hectic stuff. Now, my wife in South Africa, actually, I had vitamin B injections at one stage. I was pretty run down, so every week she had these injections, and I was so hectic about the needles that for I think for like 6 weeks injections, I made her get 12 needles. One needle to put on the front of the injection to puncture the little vial that you drew it out. Then you must take that needle off because it's now been blunted, and put a new needle on, and then you can puncture me with a new needle that's sharp again. Do not puncture me with a needle that has already been blunted. Was not happy with that at all. But yeah, no, all the well wishes. No, you know what? I'm always fantastic. When I get to see and speak to you guys, I'm even better. So it's like fantastic. J&B Grandpa sounds vus scollyways. This is where you get your scollyways. You know what? You make me sound like such an addict, and really, I swear I feel I've got a book into rehab by the time I'm finished listening to Enda with my beers and my scollyways and my. Ina is good. She's really good. She's across by the neighbors at the moment as well. The pups are, of course, most upset because they can see where we are, and we leave them in the yard. So there's like great catastrophes. I've just dragged their little bed up here so they can sit here, but they're going to eye out where mommy is. But yeah, fabulous pincushion. No, you know what, Debbie? If there's one thing I am petrified of, it is needles. I don't even like when we go for our medical checkups every every year. They've got to puncture your finger. I am like a freaking kid. I break into sweats. I am, what's the name? Everything. And they take this blade out and they like hack your finger away like panga. I swear my finger sort of like splits in two as they hack it away to take blood. But apparently they just prick it. But yeah. Shoulder, I can take quite a few because I've had so many in the shoulder. Ass, I'm not too worried about too much, depending on who does it. But anywhere else, like under my arm, I was not impressed having to have local anesthetic under my arm. Yes, Alfred won't eat needles for breakfast, dude. Jeez, yeah, no, you actually got to take needles on a heavyweight. As I say, I don't think it's that bad into my shoulder, into my stomach. Not my stomach. I actually had one in my stomach before. It wasn't that bad, but I nearly shat myself and also burnt. It was when I was in hospital for something. But yeah. No, dude, I don't know. I would be a nervous wreck if I was you, Alfred. Lies, man, it's not a chainsaw massacre. What's it? A little insulin needle prick to check. No. You know what? Do we not have a tablet that can solve this? There's two things that I detest. One that I will never go near, and one that I hate terribly. Needles is one thing. I hate it terribly. You know what? I will still take a needle, but I hate it terribly. The other thing that I will never, ever, ever do or go near, no doctor, anybody, man on earth, or anything to that effect, will get a suppository into me. I don't care how much pain I'm in, how much suffering there is, and what is needed, and that this will sort itself out. There is just no ways you are going near my third eye. So yeah, no, it's something that's hectic. Yeah, Alfred. I mean, you're joking. You eat needles for breakfast, but it's something that you've got to be so cautiously about. That's why everyone's got their own cross to bear. So you're often just grateful. I mean, yeah, you can be grateful that you've got them to carry on with, but there's many people that. So I was looking at Ozzy and Jesse going in there, and I thought to myself, sometimes we've got to take a little bit of pain, we've got to go through a little bit of discomfort, and we've got to face a couple of things that are not exactly what we want to be facing now, but for the greater good in times to come. And it's not something that I would willingly put my dogs through, although they were quite okay. As I said, the nail clipping seemed to be more of a thing than anything else. But yeah, Dylan, hold still. We just need a bit of blood. I have never donated blood in my life, Dylan, not willingly. And to this very age, I do not know what my blood type is. Stevie say, wait for appendicitis. We talk again about not a chance. Not a chance, dude. You do not go near my rear. That's it. What's mine is mine. It's mine. Alfred's the tallest person. Yeah. I don't know how tall you are. I haven't actually seen. I saw photos, but I can't decipher who's who. I did know Cameron because I've seen you before. Going on Monday, I know your pain is never know where the aim is going to be. Yeah. There's no live stream X-rated. Thanks, Endo. Or bot, how's it going? We're just talking about chums and bums at the moment. No, I'm kidding. Don't get the wrong idea. We're talking about suppositories, dude. But yeah, you've never had a colon. What's it? You've never had a colon. Let me get that one up. You've never had a colonoscopy, then they shove. Oh, geez. No, I never have that either. I won't tell you how they repair your kidney stones, though. But yeah, that was not very willingly either. But yeah. Or let me say how they laser your kidney stones. But I'm not going to go there because this is absolutely just blow Hendo straight off the stream. Yeah, well, you see, you have what? You have 3 times my veins. You can't miss. My problem is you can't see my veins. And if you go near a dock, sometimes you can see on my hand, then they want to take my hand or something like that. But if you look there, you can't see veins on my arms at all. There's just no. Sometimes you can find them over there and over there. But if you look there, I am well padded. Best way, don't jinx him. That's a hysterical. Is in for a rude awakening. Dude, yeah, I think I've had enough ups and downs for between the years over here. Now it's enough. Now it's time to just start ending. I mean, this eye is like now that's just the last straw. Yeah, you see what happens. That live stream's already gone sideways. I haven't prepped anything, and this live stream's going sideways. Aye, yeah. For sure, he'll scrack himself. Yeah, face purple. Buzzy, I need to actually open up my, because I can't see when I'm being summoned and when you guys are chatting unless I'm actually in my email. My. Give me a sec. Just turn the sound off. There we go. Now I can see a whole lot of crying faces and everything going bananas there. Dylan Combrink, I'm built like a heroin addict. Take a stab. Jeez. Nah, dude, my roadmap of veins. I swear I'm going to tattoo the mark X for the insert needle. Alpha One, nurse always says you have such lovely veins, then shoves the needle in with four. I love that. Yes, with the force of 3 gorillas. You know what I hate the most, Alpha One? With me, where you can't see, like, I mean, you can get it on my fingers, you can get it on my hands, you can get it on my wrists. But as I've shown you over here, you can't really see much vein there. And then they put it in, and then they like, oh, we can't find it. So what we'll do is we'll just start searching while we're in there, and that just drives me absolutely up the wall. What's it? You got? Yeah, I got good sound. Yes. No. Cameron has not mentioned lucky with veins, but seriously, choose the bush nurses. Yeah, the nurses, and I think Alpha One would back me up on this one. Nurses are never what you see on the movies. Dude, it's something with a mustache that comes out there that could actually beat Arnold Schwarzenegger at the Mr. Universe competition, that is ready to now, yeah, track your broek off. No, I'll take it in the shoulder, thanks. But yeah, I'm not the best vein person that there is. I know. I'm supposed to be getting old and veiny. All I'm doing is getting like marshmallowy. Yeah, but yeah. So yeah, as I was saying, I take old Jess and Oz to the vet, and I think to myself, yeah, sometimes we go through a couple of bad patches. It's a doggy trans nurse on. Hendo says, Alfron says, yep, nurses live on the outskirts of Russia, all named Olga. Tell me about it. Buzzy, I don't have a moustache. Sorry, I didn't know you were a nurse, Buzzy. I was referring to nurses. It's not the ones that you see on TV. Oh, it's still insane. Not at all, but I was KO for about 3 weeks. Helga, Alfred Helga. Svetlenka. Couldn't push in the needle into the R. Yeah. The district nurses come once a month to take blood from me. God knows why, as I never hear back from them again. No, my mom has blood taken once every week as well. But yeah, I'm still, as I said, quite thick-skinned, because I think as my mom, you get to her age, she's like, what, 89, going for 90 now this year. She's like, skin gets a little bit thin, like paper, dude. Don't know. Maybe it's struggling to stretch over. Maybe I've just got too much. I got a surplus of skin. Yeah. We'll see how my days are going. I'm finding that sometimes you walk through some heavy water. It's like when you're walking, you jump out of a boat. Before you get to run on land, you get to walk through the heavy water. So it's a little bit heavy to walk through, and then you get to the land, and then you can actually take a nice run. And all of a sudden, you feel like you can run 10 times faster because you've actually been through the heavy stuff. A friend of mine once said to me, and she was having a real bad time. And she said, "Why am I in this mess?" and everything like that. Um, but let's get there first before they. I inject myself medically, not scared of a needle. I just use 18-gram needles. I don't even know what the size is. The smaller, the better. The only time I had a needle put in anything now willingly was into my eye over here. And I said to my wife, "You're shoving that needle in," because she got stuff to clean my cuts and that with. And there was still a needle with a syringe. And I said to her, "Shove that needle through. Yeah, I'm not going to have that thing cut out." So that's why I have a spot over there. It's still a little bit sore, but this morning, look, up until yesterday morning, I was like waking up like this. And this morning was the first morning I could actually see out of my eyes. So I'm feeling a lot better. Got antibiotics for free, as you know. Not for free, you have to pay for them, but no prescription. You walk into the chemist, and what's it, oxymillin or something like that. I want 1,000-gram oxymillin antibiotic, please. Thank you, over the counter. And you walk in Saturday, Mrs. went and she said, "I need an antibiotic eye drop." There we go, over the counter, thanks. So yeah, you could buy anything you want over here, guys, with no prescription. You just go and ask. I've got antibiotics. I have never been to a doctor for an antibiotic here. I always get them over the counter. What's Zulu say? Or Nurse Ratched in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Jeez, like remember that old Jack Nicholson and those guys. I'm afraid I'm a trained staff nurse. Okay, well, Buzzy, we weren't referring to you. You're probably one of the nurses that acted in the movies. What's it? Unfortunately, for overseas, yeah, they let you know the same day. I'm assuming you're talking about blood. I thought bloodletting was done away with. I know. I don't know if my mom's being bloodlet or something like that. It's just they take her blood. What's alpha? I'm never giving blood again. All the questions. Whose blood is this? Why is it in a bucket? Yeah, no, they make you lie, bro. Have you ever had any sexual relations? When last did you? And you're like pretty scum to say I've been married for 23 years. It's been pretty long. So you might just keep quiet. Lie. But yeah, not even those juice and cookies can do it for me. Dylan says they do use leeches in some cases. Look, let me tell you something to accelerate blood clotting in the process. In Cambodia, they use what they call cupping, is where they heat cups, and you'll often find that people have like those big red marks that look like red circles on them, or else they do coining. They take a coin and they scratch on the back, all over the back. It's usually on the back or on the chest over here, and they will actually scratch your skin blue with a coin for blood circulation. They take a coin and they actually scratch on you. They take that coin and scratch on you, and you see it looks like something's attacked them. And it's like what? And it's like, don't ask questions. First time I was like, this kid has been abused. And no, it's not. They've just improved his blood flow. Really? Missed the brain. No, I'm kidding. But yeah. It's an Oxy 10 for zits. I don't think this is a zit, actually. It's something else. So I need 10 oxys for it. Crack cocaine. The maximum benzoyl peroxide. I don't know. Fiona, keep your leeches. Text green game over. What? Kevin says, Zeko, better put it in a disclaimer and say that this is not a medical information. Please do not attempt anything. Yes, please, guys, do not attempt anything you hear on this stream. All I need is to suddenly find out that half the viewers are like now having to go and visit Buzzy and Linda because they have tried something stupid that we've actually spoken about on the stream. By now, you should know that I actually don't talk sense. I get a white blood pellet transfusion monthly, so I tip my hat off to everyone. Yeah, look, my wife does. Ina donates blood regularly. I mean, she's like, she feels that it's so important that she does it. And I'm like, we used to have blood runs on in the bike club. Blood run is when the whole bike club goes to the blood bank. They all drive up there in their blood, and they all give blood, and then we all go to a club and have a braai afterwards. And I used to rock up there, and they go, "Are you donating blood?" I said, "Yeah, I brought my wife. You can take it right out of her. Thank you very much." Now, Henda, this is one morphological medical stream. Yeah, this is not the good doctor, people. Oh, geez, no, you're load shedding. I had power out the other day. I got home from gym and the power was out and I think I got home just after 6 and it was out until just before 8. I nearly had hernias and I just thought to myself, I wonder what it must be like. I wonder what it must be like to have to sit like this for 4 hours because I was just basking in sweat. It was terrible, absolutely terrible. My back is full of cupping marks. You also do the cupping. They say it's good for you. I don't know. I just haven't done that yet. But how's your was it you pulled something, a muscle or something like that with a full arbot? I know you were hardly being able to move the last time, so I do hope you're a little bit better, at least hobbling towards that kitchen again, because that's where you shine. Lol, most forms they make you fill out are like a medical on its own to donate blood. Yeah, no. Catch 22 forms. What's Catch 22? I don't know. Somebody correct me on this. A story that I heard. Whether it's true or not, but it's a nice story. Catch 22 apparently was for the Vietnam War. There was a form that you filled in. And part 22 that you had to fill in stated that you were not medically sane, of sound mind, to go to Vietnam to fight in the war. But to fill out the form, you had to be medically sane and of sound mind. And that was the catch 22. So you had to fill out the form which states that you were not sane and medically sane mind or whatever, sound of mind. So you had to fill out part 22. But to fill out the form, you had to be of sound mind and medically sane. That's where catch 22 came from, at least my story of where it came from. Chinese cupping with acupuncture. Done that. I've never done acupuncture before. I'm a little bit afraid of needles still. And I'm like, you know what? If I'm worried about one, why am I going to have somebody wanging 50 needles into me? That's the only thing. Yeah, there we go. Like on the parking machine scratch pad. Exactly. What have I got here? Cameron says, put in a disclaimer that say this is not a medical information. Do not attempt. Yes. Please, guys, once again, do not attempt this at home. This could severely improve your health. I mean, this could damage you badly. Buzzy says, I was told I wasn't stirred enough whilst nursing. Buzzy, you've got a good heart. You can't be a nurse. They've got to be real wenches. No, actually, I'm being unfair. Most nurses, I think, are nice people. It's just the ones that I end up with sometimes. Reading the disclaimer while scratching myself with a 50-cent coin. There we go. No, I tell you what, the coining over here is, it looks pretty bad. It looks like something's like attacked you. And it happens with kids. And they coin those kids, and I'm telling you, first thing is like, child's being abused at home. No, it's not. They just coined him. Really? Did he get to keep it afterwards at least? Put Ronaldo's biltong pack. Put that in Ronaldo's biltong pack. Not responsible for dentist bill. There we go. They don't want my blood. Too dodgy. I don't know. I haven't a clue. As I said, I don't know what my blood is. I don't know. Welcome to RSA. It may be hotter by you. It is more humid. I'd say that South Africa gets extensively hot. The difference is your evenings cool down. The evenings don't cool down here. And it is excessively humid. It's just like, that's the worst. I bought KFC breakfast with my super chat. You got a greasy chicken with your super chat, Alfront. It's the only thing I have against KFC is their amount of oil. You can actually do an oil change in your car with those chickens. White Zulu, it's all that Zulu mealy pop. There we go. Oh, we're actually sitting talking an absolute biggest load of nonsense this evening. Yeah, lots of morphine in my blood. I don't want to know what they'll find in my blood. Beer? No, they won't. Just now, Indo goes on a rampage again about me having beer. Careful how you ask that question. You pulled something. He isn't an electrician. Yeah, well, yeah, Arbot, you damaged a certain area of your maneuverable body. Mind you, lots can be maneuverable. Okay, just like how are you keeping Arbot? Hopefully you're motionless, in motion again. Debbie says, Zackles, you have the real juice. There we go, Hendo, for sure. Heidi's pop. Catch 22, does your mother know you support the... Look, dude. Yeah, no, if you're a Blue Bull supporter, you can't go to Vietnam, really. Don't insult me, Alfront. Not the Blue Bulls. I will still support the Pumas in Nelspruit, but not the Blue Bulls. Mind you, the Sharks have been playing well this weekend. I'm trying to catch the Curry Cups, but they're also so damn late. It's just not funny. We've had a couple of good times, yeah, this on Friday and Saturday, but yeah. I thought Catch 22 was when someone sneaky tried to get you with a .22. Hey, I was just giving you my story. That could be yours, Cam. Chinese cupping and have a set too. Yeah, it's also Chinese cupping, and I don't know if coining is Chinese. I think it might be as well, but I know obviously everybody knows acupuncture is Chinese, and cupping, yeah, it's when they heat those like sort of like round light bulbs and put them on you. Acupuncture did cock all for me, except I hurt like Dickens. Ouch. Now you want me to do acupuncture, and you're just telling me how painful it is. I went to someone once and I actually tried, and I said, you know what, I'm actually looking for a psychiatrist to actually just check out my tabs. But then eventually went to this wellness place and everything. And one said, I don't do that, but let's do Reiki. Lie down, Yaren. And she like put her hand a little bit away from my leg and my head over here and go, can you feel that energy? And I'm like, no. Hang on. Feel the energy, yeah, going through your body. And I'm going, no. Hang on, if I put my hands over here and over here and just hold on, you can feel the heat in it. And I'm like, I want to go home now. $50 later. Kung Fu Panda, that was cute. Where the praying mantis did acupuncture on the panda, yeah. I've got to watch some cartoons again. I don't really watch enough of them. I did watch, I was wanting to watch John Wick 4, but my eye didn't allow for it, so I have not been to watch John Wick 4, but I did make the missus sit down and watch John Wick 3 so that she would know where 4 starts. And then this morning, it's not very much of a Sunday movie to give you guys, but it's called Nobody. Action movie, no. Nothing to write home about. Was enjoyable, but yeah, I think it's very disappointing. I also watched the latest movie called 65. A friend of mine said, oh, you got to watch 65. You got to watch 65. And so I watched 65. No, it was just like really long and predictable. And I suppose you could watch it if you want to, but no. I suppose I'd rather go and watch Cocaine Bear. It's in the cinemas, yeah, believe it or not. Is that what they mean by coining things? No, I've not seen that movie. What movie? I'm not too sure. Oh, what I did watch, which was quite cute. You remember Terence Hill, Bud Spencer, Terence Hill? And I watched a Terence Hill movie called Renegade. Nice. But yeah, I'm not going to write home. It's on YouTube for free, so no worries if you ever want to brainlessly watch something. Got Robert Vaughn in it as the bad guy. But also very predictable, good old punch. The Terence Hill stuff. Durban weather is just like Cambodian weather. Very close. Yes, I think Cambodia just tops that humidity, especially now. April, May, and June are just, you know what? When you walk out, you breathe in. It's like being in a sauna. You're breathing in. You can actually sort of feel the heat breathing in and out. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely mad. I'm not going to highlight your damage the family jewels there, Hendo, or what? Don't think that was it. Zootopia, yes, White Zulu. That's the one that I watched last weekend. I watched Zootopia. I really, really actually quite enjoyed that. It was a nice change for me because I'm not a big cartoon watcher unless you're wanting to talk Fox and Hound. Then you go and grab yourself a box of tissues and watch the Fox and the Hound. That I saw in the cinemas. That gives my age away. Pepper's Echo, Tani Debbie gave me a real life super chat for the daunting task of posing with Alfruant. Send us a pic and we'll make you famous on the show, bro. Send us a pic. Alfruant's twerk stirk. We'll have an Alfruant twerk chat. How's that? Not a stripper chat. We'll have an Alfruant twerk chat. The therapist is also using laser. It stimulates acupuncture. What's he say? The therapist is also using laser that stimulates like acupuncture. As I said, I know it and people swear by it. I just don't like the fact that you're going to use me as a pincushion. Debbie says lumber region. Thankfully, not the. I'm assuming you're talking about where Arbot got hurt and not where he had acupuncture, because that would be a big puncture. Bulls playing in France in 30 minutes' time. Don't care for the Bulls. I really don't care for the Bulls. You were a legend and so deserving. Glad you treated yourself. Well done. Pepper's Echo says, still in a lot of pain, but just going head first into everything. Pain is pain. The worst is behind me. Good, man. Good. I'm pleased things are coming right. And yeah, sometimes you just got to go through it to get to it. What's it? Reiki, fake, Marvel Hero Act. Reiki, I don't know. It's like hypnotism. Hypnotism doesn't whack me. I remember there was this dude. I don't know if it was Andre the Hypnotist or something like that. And I was in Nelspruit still, and he had everyone on stage and like, look, put your hands out like this in front of you, yeah. And I was on stage and I was like, yeah, and you're like, sleep, and I'm like, no. He's like, put your hands out there, relax everything, and sleep. And everyone's like, and I'm like, no. He's like, oh, sleep. And I'm like, no. Well, it doesn't always work on everyone. You go back to your seat. I don't think I did anything funny between going back to my seat and at my seat, but I'm just not one to be hypnotized either. Henda says John Wick 4 non-stop action for 2 hours, 30 minutes, basically. Yeah, I can imagine. I'm looking forward to it. Absolutely don't think, just put your mind on automatic. What's it? I only got to 31. We'll watch the rest later. I'm assuming 31 minutes into John Wick. Spaghetti Western. It's nothing as good as a good old spaghetti Western. I was looking at the old movies again. I couldn't pick one that I wanted. There's a couple of things I want to look at. As I said, I've seen 65 now, etc., etc. I'm running behind in the things. Oh, you're talking about the Terence Hill stuff. Yeah. Arbot, they call me Trinity. Was my favorite stuff. Was born and bred on that. Netflix, The Night Agent was very good. That's a series, if I'm not mistaken, or is that a movie, Debbie? I remember that's Miami Super Cops was one of the newer ones. I went to watch that in cinema still, in Kimberley. The latest chapter, okay, don't forget, I haven't done Wacha Wachin because I've been in such a hurry, and I'm actually probably going to be finishing off because I'm just sitting here talking a bunch of slap at the moment as well. The latest chapter, 45 of White Zulu's book, now 5th Form Standard 9, 1966. In this chapter, I tell you about my 16th year. I was still in Dad's bag. Love Zootopia, very cute, so true. I love Zootopia. Those sloths at the DMV just like made me think of SA Government Department. And then he's like, would you like to hear a joke? And he looks up and he goes, yeah. And I thought, yep. You know what? That checkers cashiers is the same thing. Anyway, I'm going on Tuesday again. We'll share. I'm assuming for physio there, Arbot. What's it? I love Nudist Colony. You have a nudist colony in your book? I actually quite think nudist colonies are a good thing. You know what? I actually try and practice at home a bit. Get all undressed, and I think it's going to be a nudist colony. And then I walk past the mirror, and then I get dressed again. Where's Dodgy It's DVD? Dodgy It's DVD is actually across the road, also having supper. It's with El Nielsen them, so they're all there for supper this evening. So that's why I say I'm going to kick it now. Probably, I'm just finishing going through the what's the name. So that they're all basically waiting for me to come back for supper. I hope they saved me pudding. I made Alfred cry watching Otto, dude. I couldn't see the credits for the tears, bro. I couldn't see the credits for the tears. I'm a pretty emotional guy as well. So when they interview me, they say, well, how are you? I say, I'm emotional. I cry at the end of movies. No, I'm kidding. Alpha One posed with the Hooter girls. As long as you only check the Hooters menu out and you didn't eat from it, it's very good, Alpha One. Yeah, but yes, we're setting the record straight, but no idea where Arbot's having his acupuncture. So Arbot, apparently you're having a puncture from a needle being put in somewhere. I sent it on the group. What's that? Did you put it? That's probably where I saw it. Now I wasn't sure who's who in that zoo. So yeah, I'll take a look again because I didn't see anyone in the old leathers that we were talking about. So I'll have to check it out again. I've been a little busy. Sorry. You should have seen the change room. Hooters was live. Yanni was the curtain. I haven't heard from Yanni and them in such a long time. Were they there? 7-episode series. Oh, yes, that's the Angel. That's good. And you say it's good? I'll actually take a look at it. I did note it the other day. Is the pants photo on the WhatsApp group? I need to see this. I thought it was a Hooters girl in hot pants. No, I'm kidding. Let's see if my WhatsApp comes up here. If it doesn't, oh well. Oh, I see Debbie Murray put them up there. Oh, great. John Stierhuisen got the leadership. Nice. Thanks, Debbie. There we go. All up there. Let me see if I can get... I just want to see if I... Oh, jeez. All the messages haven't been sunk. I'll have to check it out later because now it's just giving me grief and I'm going to take the next 15 minutes. I love who put this on, Fiona. Why do you call everyone a-hole? That's gender neutral. Oh, there we go. Is that Alfrewant? Alfrewant? Before I do the post, before I do the share, may I? I'm waiting to hear from you. May I put your photo on the stream? Where's Alfrewant? So yeah, I see I've got it on the group. It looks hot, and you don't look too bad in the pants either. But the rest look really hot. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, as you know, my good wife is not on the channel this evening either, so I can speak like this. This is why it's gone down the tubes. My wife's not there to moderate. Let's see, where are we going? Donkey White Zulu knows that the Mutra Extra X-rated live stream. Blame Andre, just flying live stream. Okay, we've gone for the X-rated free flow. Yeah, got a free 6-pack from all the laughter on Friday. That's fantastic, man. Yanni and Reese were there. That's nice. I haven't heard Yanni and Reese mentioned in such a long time. He used to be such a regular there. Just go and then got an. Okay, so guys, Yanni says he's nie skaam nie. I can share his photo. Yanni and the Hooters. Hootie and the Blowfish. Let me see if I. Ooh, Yanni. Swaai die boude. Druk hom Jannie, druk hy lepel plat. Okay, nobody knows David Kramer. And the birdies. Jannie, you look hot, bro. You look hot. Very well done. Very well done. The Hooters ladies should all just have had sexy shirts on now as well, hey? Good sport, man. Good sport. Jannie, you rock. No wonder you should get a super chat for that. You guys, all super chats for Jannie, all around. Unfortunately, I can't do super chats. Otherwise, I would have been doing them there. Tall, skinny dude in leather hot pants. Yeah, as I say, that is really a hot picture, and Jannie isn't too bad himself. But yeah, I mean, Alf Ruant, sorry. Alf Ruant. It's Alf Ruant. I keep on saying Jannie. It's the same as Greg Mitchell. It's Greg Mitchley. Sorry, Alf Ruant. It's Alf Ruant. He's the red supermodel. Alf Ruant, I see your legs see the sun just as little as what mine do. I can't actually say mine see more. Although I wear shorts all the time over here, they come out the same way there. But very, very nice. Yeah, there's a Hooters around here somewhere as well, but I don't think it's called Hooters. It's called Bee Stings. Because no, well, let's not go that way before Henda actually falls right off the chair. What's Stevie say? Those girls are jealous with these nice long legs. Yeah. Alf Ruant, I do believe your wife was there, and I think the beady eye was also behind you over there. Just checking. What's he say? Hendo says, Alf Ruant, those birds will cast both arms and legs. White Zulu says, smoking hot. Wow. Sorry, Cameron. Bee stings, yeah. So, yeah, I think I've spoken quite a bit of junk for quite a long time. I'm going to try and get back to my friends across the road. I haven't had much of a message for you other than the fact that, you know what, life can be good sometimes. It's wonderful to see that you've met up with people. And it's wonderful to have people like you to actually sometimes just talk a little bit of junk, even if it gets a bit anal at times. Pardon the pun. But yeah, yes, we can go south occasionally. It's not a problem. Sometimes it's good just to laugh and chat. Nice that you all got to meet Ronaldo. I think he's an absolutely awesome chap. I was fortunate enough to meet him when we were in PE last time as well. I got to meet Alison as well, who's just absolutely such a wonderful person. What's Debbie say? Do you go better now? Yeah, no, I will do better and enjoy a good dessert. I'm going to go and do something. Alf Ruant gaan frak on the couch vanaand or share the dog's kennel. No. He did it very tactfully. Have a good rest. Guys, thank you so very, very much. As I said, sometimes it's nice to go south. Sometimes it's nice not to be shoving a message down anyone's throat all the time, etc., etc. You guys are always awesome. You're wonderful. Thank you so much for your chat, for a little bit of laugh and smiles. Yeah, even if it has to end up needling the jewels and stuff to that effect. Arbot, I really wish you a speedy recovery there as well still. Lynn, Buzzy, you take care of yourself too. And all the rest of you as well, thank you for making this awesome, because this is just it's just a little picture with me waffling on the side. What makes Pepper's Echo is every single one of you wonderful people. I'm sorry I haven't brought you a wonderful movie or anything like that. Go and check out John Wick 4. A couple of action movies. Find something. Zootopia if you haven't watched it again lately. But yeah, I haven't seen anything that knocked me out of the park. Not even 65, which was supposed to be good. Really impressed me very much. But as I said, it was nice taking a trip south with you guys. Enjoy. Be good. Take care. And if you can't be good, at least be kind. Cheers.